Right now, the auto industry is in what I call its toughened design stage, and it ebbs and flows. I mean, take the Pilot, for example. Its style has vacillated over the years from curvy to boxy, and now it's back to looking like a real SUV again. And also following the industry's adventure trend are Honda's new TrailSport models, intended to take the family farther from home. Whether it's Subaru's Wilderness, Nissan's Rock Creek, Mazda's Meridian, or Kia's X-Pro, Asian automakers are desperately trying to satiate Americans' appetite for more rugged vehicles. These sorts of upgrades are tepid when compared to some of the more hardcore offerings from, say, Ford and Jeep, but they found a niche here with the consumer who has no desire to tackle the Rubicon Trail, but does want the look with a bit more capability. So in comes Honda's TrailSport editions. Available on the 5-seat Passport and this 3-row Pilot, TrailSport amps things up here by including a raised off-road tuned suspension to handle more wheel articulation, steel skid plates to protect the underbody, and an all-wheel drive system that can better react to trail-specific conditions. But the most important ingredient to any off-road endeavor is the tire, and this Pilot wears some new rubber from Continental. The Terrain Contact blends civilized on-road manners, though with a little more tire roar, with the ability to dig into mud, and in this case, snow. It's an all-terrain tire that works beautifully with Honda's best all-wheel drive system. Called Intelligent Variable Torque Management, or IVTM4 for short, and boasting beefier second-generation mechanicals, it improves upon the company's real-time all-wheel drive system by adding torque vectoring on the rear axle. It's available on the Passport, Pilot, and Ridgeline, and here on this TrailSport is further advanced with something called Torque Logic. When driving in trail mode, one of 7 available and improved upon drive settings, IVTM4 can send as much as 75% of the power to one rear wheel, while brake-based torque vectoring is utilized on the front axle to reduce wheel spin. Now, these sorts of scenarios can come into play when certain wheels lose contact with the ground. For me, I've primarily been in snow mode this week when off-road, and it's been smooth sailing, particularly with this cool Trail Watch cam giving me added confidence. Though the TrailSport clears an additional inch underneath, there's still only 8.3 inches of ground clearance. Not bad, but that's less than a Subaru Crosstrek's. Hill descent control is now standard across the board. Not surprisingly, this is the heaviest of the 6 Pilot trims, and one of only 2 that comes in a 7-seat as opposed to 8-seat configuration. Its towing capacity of 5,000 pounds is the same as any all-wheel drive Pilot, and no longer requires a dealer-installed transmission cooler. The unique badging, rugged design, orange stitching, and this gorgeous sonic gray pearl paint make a tremendous package. Honda has superbly crafted the TrailSport look and blended it with a heaping dose of extra capability that's on point for this breed of SUV. This Pilot not only looks truckier, but it drives that way too, with a little soft squish to its ride and a bit of bark from its engine. And off-road, it feels more than capable of handling whatever the average Pilot owner is going to throw at it. And in the snow, it has been a bear on these more aggressive tires. Now, one note about the off-road ride quality, though, it does feel a little brittle, which is the exact opposite persona of its on-road ride. And this transmission has hiccuped a few times at slow speeds. Why? I don't exactly know. But all in all, this Pilot is going to make adventurous families very happy. I recall the previous Pilot's 9-speed transmission also having similar issues to this new 10 speeds. Other changes here include a new 285 horsepower 3.5-liter V6, now with dual overhead cams, direct injection, and a new approach to variable cylinder management, leading to an output of 262 pound-feet of torque. Compared with the previous, less aggressive Pilot TrailSport model, this one achieves 20 mpg in combined driving, down from 21 mpg. And with its smaller gas tank, it has a reduced driving range of 370 miles, down from 410. So both of those are a little disappointing. But this is the most powerful V6 Honda has ever offered in the States, and noticeably makes more robust sounds under load. All told, the Pilot just presents itself as more of a true SUV now, and I'm really into it. The Pilot is longer than before by over 3 inches and possesses a wider track with increased rear seat legroom. Furthermore, there's more storage space throughout, all-season floor mats, easy-to-clean leatherette seating, and a handsome, uncluttered interior design. Is this screen too small for an SUV of this size? Yes. Is it as stocked with features as the system found in Hyundai Kia models? No. But it's easy to use, has wireless phone projection, and still has the cabin talk feature for reaching the kids in the way back. Hey kids, I want you to quiet down back there. Speaking of which, Honda couldn't make it simpler to manipulate the second row seats for either folding them or sliding them out of the way, while the third row itself is generously sized. Absolutely no complaints here. Ditto for the larger cargo area with very usable underfloor storage. Family trips and vacations are made easy here, and that's what any parent would want from a 3-row SUV. Though this TrailSport model is pretty stocked, it has all the Honda sensing safety features, for instance, and a heated windshield. Hello, Land Rover. If you desire more opulent features, the Elite trim positioned 2 notches above this offers goodies such as heated second-row seats, a head-up display, a larger instrument cluster, a Bose audio system, and onboard navigation. You've got to use your own phone here for that. The base front-wheel drive Pilot LX starts at $37,295, while this TrailSport checks in at $50,000. It's very well done, super comfortable, and one of the best-looking Honda designs of all time. It's also priced about $1,500 less than a Kia Telluride SX X Pro. For TestDriveNow.com, I'm Steve Hammis.